Oh, I tell you what, I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling the need for sleep. Oh,
I feel fine.
I feel.
I also feel fine.
I can feel
thing
the
is,
coffee like kicking in though.
Yeah. Thing is, the monitors that my dad got from work to work at home, I've realised they're in the wrong aspect ratio. So
Oof.
everything was slightly too tall, and I was like, I don't like looking at this. And I didn't have time. I couldn't be bothered to like go upstairs and get my monitor. Because then it also like I kind of have no more plugs left anyway.
Right.
So
Oh, right. Let's. We're 2 minutes early, but I suppose we can start kicking in.
yeah. But my internet does seem a bit better now that we started the router.
Okay.
Um,
Right. Are we doing different
how-
teams this time?
Let's say how are we teaming up this time?
We could do me and Benji against Ben and Sam.
Right. I've got a room open then, Sam.
Oh, hold on. Do you want to open the room or shall I?
Do you want to open a room?
Sure. Hold on. I used to play while I wait, don't I?
Yeah.
I'll put a passcode on.
Yeah, I was saying Sam, I've been putting more like after sun on, so my hands were a bit.
It'll be the funny haha blaze it number.
690, I'm familiar.
Right. So how are we gonna do this? Just like swap on death, I guess. We're gonna be a mixture of Ben and Sam. We are gonna be Beam.
Yeah.
Beam.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
How do I end?
I'm gonna put the latency mode on as well.
Cool.
Do that to stop. And the latency mode's on. And let's boot up Zelda 2. I was in a different order to what I'm used to.
Oh, there's a lovely breeze.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
you've already started.
I'm
Switch
not
rate
looking forward.
graphics.
Ah!
What should we name ourselves? Should we just like...
We can be, Could we just be long? The classic. I don't know what name to pick.
Right.
You wanna be Lunk from Side Night and Happiness?
We're long from Pennsylvania.
So are we keeping the I don't know where I'm going, I'm just gonna go this way.
I don't know why.
Are we gonna keep the same family friendly tone, or are we saying it's late? We can just not worry too much.
I need to remember
I
where-
say try and keep it fun.
Okay. I'll try not to
Yeah.
get too frustrated with this game then. How do I speak to people? Oh, you press the stab button.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to try and keep the tone a bit more consistent.
Yeah.
Return the crystal to the palace in Parappa. Parappa the rapper. She knows nothing.
Knows nothing.
Uh,
Think you can go inside the houses?
we need to go this one
That's a good point.
because we need to get our first spell.
Um,
Are you,
okay.
Are you getting the light health?
Look
Oh
at
my god,
this!
is it here? Is it the map?
No.
No, it's all else fair.
Oh, the text scrolling is so slow. All else
Until
fails.
another town, I don't think.
Exactly.
That's
Let's not talk to that guy.
Yeah,
I don't like
that's not
the advice
fine.
he gives
I still find it funny how like. Also, how are we switching when we die, or is-
Yeah, but I guess when we die and when we like get like a major item or beat a dungeon. So like
Okay.
what we did
Oops.
for. Oh, who's donated? Someone's
Anonymous.
donated 20 quid. Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you.
Whoever you are, it's much appreciated.
Actually,
Only the
this is-
hammer can destroy the roadblock.
Oh,
They speak too slowly.
This is not a good
Get
pile to
capital in.
grind on.
Why do they have a palace dedicated to Parappa the Rapper?
Oh,
He's-
I've lost some health.
Said, the kid said go. I'm pretty sure it's the opposite way to what.
Don't worry,
I don't
where
know
I'm
if
going.
it's a translation thing.
I played the beginning of Zelda 2 enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feels like I'm watching some pro gameplay.
what, as I like walk into a fireball?
I have no idea where I'm going.
We're gonna go down here before we go to the palace.
Oh wait, no. The kid says go west, but it's to.
You have to go west all the way around the world till you end up on
I
the east.
found.
Oh,
I've found.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Matt,
we've visited. Link is now
Right.
currently inside Ruto.
It's Y, isn't it? Yeah. Matt, if you keep going downwards, well, if you want to get through this platform a bit, if you keep going downwards, there'll be a heart piece thingy. Not heart piece, heart containery type thing. Like what after this platforming section.
Stop. What did you say?
And then just keep going down.
Yeah, to the middle bit there. I think it might be to the right.
Hey.
Yes, it's the man.
Yes!
Imagine.
Wait, where have they gone? I think the stream's frozen for me. I need to refresh.
Got to I am error.
Oh.
Where's Bagu? I know
Was he in the
Bagu's
first? Was he in the first town or?
No, we're in
or-
a different town.
Oh right. We're making progress.
I don't know where I need to go.
Although Matt is quite nearly dead.
Yeah.
So far, I've managed to not.
Yeah,
I've
now
not
we
managed
can-
to not
Now
die
we can
yet.
head towards the palace.
Right, we're leaving
Or temple.
Ruto. Bye, Ruto.
I was together that I do quite like the art style of Goof.
Hold
The
on.
art style of Zelda 2.
Have I just gone? I've not gone into Death Mountain, have I? Ow.
I think you need a cat and in here.
Oh well. I think obviously
There you go, Sam.
uh,
Wait, we have lives.
I keep forgetting it's like the Y button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Do we keep
yeah.
the thing we got, or do we have to go?
Yeah, I think so because I think it's like Zelda 1 and Metroid,
Well,
where dying is how you save.
Did anyone hear me earlier? Because I like spilt boiling water on my foot and I swore quite loudly.
No, but I might not have been in voice chat. This is
Luck-
not
Luckily, I'd muted my mic on stream so it didn't pick it up.
You need to go through the tunnel again, and then instead of
Okay.
going down, let's go up a bit. Because like you don't like, there's not really any like much else we can do, other than like before the first temple, other than like grinding for some XP.
Where do we actually go? Where is the first temple?
Ah,
Don't actually know.
And it's been so long since I played this, I forgot where I was meant to go.
There's a ferry over there.
there's an enemy now.
No. Cool.
I think if they get you on the path, it just dumps you in that empty sand area.
Right.
Is it up?
The path is supposed to be the safe area. Don't forget the shield works, like in Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Zelda 1 really, isn't it?
Baru.
He was the guy who.
He's the sage right from Ocarina.
Yeah, when you get transported into the future, that guy.
Sorry.
He's also
I'm just turning my
the
music up.
owl.
So I can hear the temple theme. I have to hold it down.
How are you at a temple already? Where even
know
is
where
the temple?
Because Ben knows where to go.
So who's still in the chat, guys? Who's watching? I'm interested to see who's here. Say hi if you're here.
I think you might lose XP. I can't remember. Not that we have much, not that we have any XP to lose, but I know there are some.
What
enemies
about that
we
cave through the forest? Can we get to that?
What cave in the
Because
forest?
if you head back to that forest, to the left, to the
Which
right
one?
of the
There's
town. The one, no, not that one. The one like to the right of her. There's like a cave.
Oh. Are you going to drop down? Yes, you are.
Working like that. Guess we need down that way.
Ah, cool.
Oh. Oh, I leveled up.
We haven't put it up yet.
If we leveled up, does that mean we're winning?
It's dark in here.
Where do we go
Must
then?
be. I'm sure there's like a candle or something you have to find before you can see light in the dark.
Oh, what?
Here we go.
I can't remember what. Keep the key.
This is where we started.
Yes, it is. I realised that.
What's it? Shop there or something.
I can have a quick look. If there's someone with it.
Oh, apparently no one's in the chat because no one said hi. I'm sad now.
Yeah, we can check. Yeah.
Oh, what about that cave there?
Also dark.
Are you sure we can't go through dark caves? Like, is there not one we have to go through? 'Cause I know
I'm
that
not
one.
sure.
I know that one I went through. We got attacked, but that might have been one where you like needed it.
I assume
We're not
like
telling.
all the caves could be dark. Beach.
Where do we go, guys? Where do we go? Right, that's the cave I died in that you're heading to.
Let's not go there then.
The bubbles, while they take a while to kill, they do get you like a lot of XP. If you want to like, well, I'm not sure if here's the best place to grind because there's those endlessly spawning enemies. So, might just be best to ignore these and move on. Because you lose, yeah, you lose XP if you get hit by them.
Yeah.
Like we were at like 38.
Yeah.
Now we're at 8. Yeah, crouch stabs are basically how you do these guys. I can't remember the rest of the way, but obviously, although with the temples, it's usually more. It's not. At least with the first one, it's not necessarily a case of. You do want life to go up. You don't want to cancel. I assume it's start. Or yeah,
Yeah.
was it A or start? I couldn't remember.
Let's start.
Yeah, I assumed it would be start.
Yeah, there's still stuff in it.
Yeah, if you manage to get it to like a place where you can just sort of stand and stab it, like they give you a decent amount of XP from what I remember.
My go. Right, so what guys, where do we actually go?
It's towards the right from where you start.
Right, so we found that town. We found Raru.
I can't swim across the water. I'm assuming.
No, I think one of the items you get partway through the game is like being able to like walk on the water or something like that.
Right, so we've reached the Raru town. How do we go after that?
You know the tunnel that's just up and to the right of the first town.
I knew it was this tunnel.
All the other tunnels were filled with nasties.
I mean, the
Attack
tunnel
just
you have to
went
go
up.
through does have like one enemy in it.
Yeah, I just got hit by him.
Usually take a while to kill.
Yeah, they take a while, but like for early game stuff, they get you a lot of XP. From what I remember. It's like worth it. Probably.
Oh, I see
There
the
we go.
people. Oh my god, this music. This is classic Zelda music.
So I can't hear it.
Oh, you literally have to hop. Yeah, you have to keep moving the elevator yourself.
Speed is like pretty good for anything else in the game.
Oh, what? I'm in the wall.
Right.
No, so select uses your magic spell.
I have let's select for magic. The thing with spells is they'll like wear off when you like go to like another screen.
How do you do the
What
like
is it that spell does that we have?
down jump slash thing?
I think you have to unlock.
Yeah, you have to unlock that.
Oh,
Same with the up slash thing.
uh,
Good job.
Use your.
The first one was a genuine good job. That one was a bit more of a sarcastic good job. Yeah.
oh no, oh no, he's gonna kill me. Ah!
Take his.
I wonder what Ben's reaction will be if when he gets the iron knuckle.
Return of Ganon, no. Hey Joe, where did you go? Why weren't you watching?
Watching like us fail horribly at Mario 1.
Oh yeah, you were back here.
Oh, game over,
This-
returning Ganon.
Because we got
Can't
game
remember
over,
if
yeah.
We're also back in the temple. I can't remember if it means we have to, like,
What?
I can't remember if it means we have to like do everything in the palace all over again or not.
I guess we'll find out.
I'd say
Yeah.
just like run through here, Sam. Just like jump when you get to the
Oh.
enemy. He's past this bit, I think. Yeah, look, there he is.
Yes.
I'm just gonna move that off screen in case I catch it again. Because obviously we can't pause. But obviously we'll keep our like level up and stuff. Oh, it says we got a key, so I'd assume we keep everything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? Because
Do 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 do.
It'd be interesting if they made another Zelda game like that.
it did.
Do you side scrolling?
They did.
I would definitely like give it a go if they brought one out.
When I say they, I mean Phillips.
Oh no.
I mean, originally they were going to do Ocarina of Time like this.
What's one of the ideas for Ocarina of Time to be like first person? Did you go down here or to the right?
I went to the right. I haven't gone down.
Yeah, there was like first-person Ocarina. There was definitely side-scrolling Ocarina at one point as well.
Or boss? I'll have to go down on that one.
I don't like the Stalfos.
I also don't like them. And back off this thing, I think. If I can hit it. I'm too worried about getting like close to it. There we go. It's gonna
Yes.
be worth it, I guarantee.
Alright. Looks like we've got
Yes,
branching
that
paths,
was-
Sam.
Yeah.
It'll get us this much closer to the next level up.
Let's see what's up here.
I'll just die already. There we go. Oh no, put this down.
That's totally going to start shooting us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Yes, it's still here.
It's nice that that
Shoot
comes
it.
back.
Yeah. You already went up, didn't you?
Yeah, I went up. Up was to the king, I believe.
Oh yeah, down is the Iron Knuckle. I'm going to use shield magic on this, I think.
So anyway, Joe, how are you this fine evening at
Optimal strat for these
20,
things.
20 past
Yeah.
1?
No.
Oh, what is
Uh,
that? Oh, that's like a hammer, brother.
Oh. They're not Hammer Bros. I forgot about those.
That is literally a hammer, brother.
And get some magic as well.
Am I damaging this thing at all? Or?
I don't think you are, no.
Yeah. There we go. I have to actually hit it with the sword.
Yeah. How much health has it got?
Need the same room as them. Oh, maybe not.
Sounds like it.
Ow. Nice.
Ooh.
Joe is existing. I'm very tired, Joe. Playing well, currently Sam's playing, but
Yeah.
playing a
Done.
very difficult game.
I think I completed that path. Oh, we respawn in the temple.
We completed this way, didn't we? We want to go down
Yeah.
now.
We start in the temple on the game over. Start like at the start. Right. I need to die, so game over. Nice.
I don't know why I felt the need to teabag.
Oh no! Oh no! What is that?
Use the shield magic. Press select.
I'm pressing select. Nothing's happening.
Pause and you might need to pause and select it in the menu then. Have you bound select something else? Like
You're doing great.
you haven't. You're not like using your Metroid layout or anything.
No, I'm just normal.
Should be the minus button then, once you're
Uh,
not in the menu.
I do not like whatever this guy is.
Oh, I think they found the Iron Knuckle.
I thought Iron Knuckles was literally just an Ocarina thing. I thought they were like Ocarina's like Dark Knight ripoff. Life.
I think they were specifically called Iron Knuckles in this game.
So over Stalfos, I have the low ground.
This boss doesn't seem too bad if you get to it on decent health.
Yeah, that's the shield magic, of course.
Good job.
Oh, it's been a while since I fought this. Oh, there we go. I think the knockback you give it is like enough that you don't have to worry about careening into it.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yes, attack. It's Kraid.
Nice.
Wrong game, Joe. Oh no!
Oh. I'm
Ben,
so
you keep
worried about
mentioning shield magic. Is that something that you get in this temple, or did we miss it?
before this temple.
Uh,
Hey, we did it!
This Iron Knuckle is like pounding me. Have fun, Sam.
I will.
There's temple.
Oh, I do not like the Iron Knuckles. Watch out! I think there's a knockoff hammer brother before him.
Yeah, I
that's
remember
when the gate was.
You get an automatic level up when you beat a temple. Well, when you put the like crystal in.
Yeah.
Right, no pressure, Sam, but don't die.
So, I know sometimes like some people like will say like go and beat beat the boss. Then like if you're like close to leveling up on beating a boss, like exit the temple, get the level up, and then like go and put the crystal in.
Why do we have to start back at the beginning?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right. Oh, should we switch since we beat the temple?
Oh yeah.
Right, your turn. In this desert, well, I say the sort of beachy bit to the that's above us. There's like a cave or something we can go in. I think. I can't remember what's in there. Then we'll see when we get to the next town we can heal up.
The sword beams really need a long beam.
Oh, it's a bit dark in here. Maybe we shouldn't.
Ow.
Because we do. I think you do get a candle or something. Oh wait.
Fairy.
Wait,
No,
was that the item in the first dungeon? Did we skip over that? Hold on.
You find no candle in the proper palace.
Yeah, I think we
Should we go back in?
Yes, I think we should. I completely forgot about getting items in dungeons. At least we can just like pop in, grab it, and go out again.
So when do we get to see Parappa the Rapper?
On a different console.
Oh, but there's a palace named after him.
Alright. Yeah, like when we go to the right, the elevator that we never took down, of course. It's in this section that the enemy's there.
Yeah, bubble.
Oh well, we beat up some more enemies on the way, that more XP grinding anyway.
Yeah.
These infinitely spawning guys are annoying.
Yeah.
Wait,
also
you not get
annoying.
any experience for killing them?
No, but if they hit you, you lose XP.
Oh, that sucks. That's dumb.
Yeah. I think it's... yeah.
Oh no, the Iron
So,
Knuckle's
be
gonna
glad.
respawn it.
Be glad it's not the Famicom Disk System version where, like, if you game over, because in this version, the level ups, like, it chooses which thing gets leveled up, by which, like, stat. In the Disk System version, you can choose yourself, but if you don't, if you game over, everything, like, each of the 3 stats will, like, revert back to the level of whichever one's the lowest.
Oh no.
So if you don't spread them out evenly, you can, like, lose loads of, like, level up.
Yes.
If you game over.
You know what? No. No.
This thing's frustrating because, like, you can. He like.
You wanna hear a tip with the Iron Knuckle? Jump slashes.
Well, that didn't work. The moment I jumped, he just stabbed me.
I mean, like, he telegraphs his attacks, but he does it too quickly for you to react.
Yeah. Jump slashing is generally, like, the best thing to do with the Iron Knuckles.
Okay.
I mean, you say that, but we were jump slashing there and just getting stabbed anyway.
Come here. Come closer.
Oh, still go and try and get the candle, because
he does not
Yeah.
wanna. I'm so glad we're not playing this game to completion.
we would need more than 2 hours for that, honestly.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Oh, we can't sword beam this guy, can we?
What did you... That was presumably to switch, wasn't it? I was gonna glide you onto the menu. Like on the stream.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, can I, like... No. I was trying to cheese him by just jumping over him.
I think you moves too quick for that.
Ah! How do you do these guys?
So they telegraph their attacks, but they do it too quickly for you to react to.
You mind if I grind one or two of these?
Yeah. Go for it.
I don't
Good
see what
XP.
you're saying
Where-
about jump attacks, Ben, because you jump and you just open to getting stabbed.
It's hard to explain
You have
without
to like
practice.
you have to like jump and like stab him in the head.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
like-
get that, but
When,
they just
when I
stab me
saw
when
Ben
I'm in the
doing
air.
when I saw Ben doing it, it was kind of I could tell what I needed to try and do.
It was kind of partly muscle memory that I
Yeah.
haven't used in a long while. It's hard to explain.
But I get that jump attacks are a thing, but he just like you
I'm
jump
sorry.
and he's like, oh, you're in the air, boom, stab, and you can't really do much in the air.
I'm so used to Metroid 1, I thought the enemy was going to follow you through the door and hit you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and get that. I think I would die if I tried to get that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the hammer bro. Ah. No!
Oh no.
Well, at least because it's not game over, it'll just be the same room.
Yeah, from him. The house is really long.
Yep. At least to get the shield magic.
Oh, that might help.
Do you have anything else to say, Mr. Wizard?
I don't think that's gonna help. No. Not gonna lie.
As I got there, I couldn't get back over him, and I was like,
No, I didn't mean to
I
actually
don't
do
think I
that.
could really do anything. Yeah, good shout.
The hammer bro did respawn. Oh, these are still quite hard. Even when you half know what to do with them.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have the key for it.
Why are we going through town again?
Oh no.
I want to talk to this lady.
Oh no, where's the other key? I don't know where the other key is.
I was too slow. Oh, just life. Not
I
magic.
think it's the old. There's an old woman further in for magic.
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh no. Where the key is?
No, that's the. Oh,
So like,
That's
the
not
candle,
very
or else we can't really get any further. But
Yeah.
It might be her actually. I don't know.
I don't know where another key
Yeah.
is.
Oh, it might have been in the other town. I saw the magic lady.
oh, never mind, it's gone.
Oh.
In. No. I can restore your. No.
Where I feel like looking it up would be cheating. So
Yeah, I feel like it would.
Just trying to think of where we haven't been
There
yet.
you go.
Dungeon.
Find magic in a key. Okay. Wait, what? You the magic lady.
No, she
No.
was out. She was outside, like the health lady. She was like an old woman. Oh, I think it's her. I think it's her.
So if we try going to the right first,
Huh,
Yeah.
There was definitely a magic lady.
because I'm guessing they must have got the candle. Did you guys get the candle?
Oh
No.
yeah.
Oh,
There was
just from the way
definitely.
that like they were saying that it's in the dungeon. Well, they might have got it.
No, it might be her actually. The orange one.
Stop and rest here. I can give you magic.
Unless we,
Yeah, we died in the dungeon. Over and over to the Iron Knuckles.
it's in the dungeon, but we need the candle, but we don't have enough keys. Well, we need a key, and we don't know where the other key is. Mind you, we got that key from further up in the level, didn't we? Did we ever use that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it got used down here somewhere.
I just don't remember. Oh, get the P.
Can't believe that thing gave me 3 whole XP points.
Hmm.
Yeah, I genuinely can't remember where the thing is, where the key is. It's been so long since I played this. Hey, lifelike.
Right.
Find it easier to deal with the iron knuckles when you've got like the ceiling overhead like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it
seems
definitely is.
a lot easier. Yeah, because I guess there's a statue like that when like
Yeah,
when you go down that elevator to get to the floor that the candle is on.
yeah, I was thinking that.
Was it this elevator that
No,
we...
it was the next one because it was up or down we could go. I don't think we can move forward now. That Southwest is in the way.
If you like go to a different if you like go down the elevator and back up, you'll like respawn it. And then it got stuck between the bubbles and all the other
Yeah.
things.
I don't know how we're gonna beat these Iron Knuckles.
We've got the shield spell, so...
How do we use it?
Okay.
How do we use the spell?
It's select.
Oh, right.
Well, minus.
To like make sure it's like selected on the menu. But I'm not sure. Yeah. I really desperately want to look at the location of this key, but I think it would be cheating.
I like how I just told you how to use the shield spell and then I didn't use it.
Okay, I see
Nice
what you
one.
mean about the jumps. I get it now.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's just like you kind of just have to get the feel for it.
So So does the magic spell wear off, or is it just when you go to a new area?
It wears off when you like change screen, essentially.
But it doesn't have like a time limit then?
No. It lasts forever on the same screen that you're on. Where is this key?
Ow. Oh no. Oh, life. Thank God for that.
Shall I continue to the
Yeah,
To
I
the
want to
left.
see if there's like anything there that we like didn't notice.
yeah.
So I feel like we've looked everywhere else. So I know this goes to that door we couldn't get through.
Yeah.
No, this guy's still wrecking me. Oh, he's dead.
Nice one.
Oh my God, no. Oh no, what is that?
Horse head.
Ah. Hold on. Oh no, we don't have enough.
Sure what to do.
Right, good luck with him, Sam. He doesn't seem too bad compared to the Iron Knuckles.
My things
Just that he does like a lot of damage, like the normal one. It's like the main problem with them. Or with the boss.
why am I so bad at this? No.
Wonderful. Back to the start.
Sorry.
That's alright. I feel like there's a area, that's the boss, there's areas in the dungeon we've not been. Like for the candle, so we should probably go do that now quickly.
We're still struggling to find out where the candle is.
Yeah.
There was that elevator that we went past before.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
down
no,
there.
well, it's not, well, we know where the candle is, we need the key to get to it, rather.
I'm sure we've got this,
I think so, yeah.
so we should.
I'm gonna check up here, actually, the fairies thing. I'm gonna
Do
check
we have to beat the boss and do the crystal? Or
before
can
what-
we just grab the can,
You
go
can
to the
grab
next
the can-
dungeon,
You can grab
and
the
then come
candle.
back when it's strong?
You can grab the candle. I just completely forgot that the candle, was that you have to pick it up in the dungeon.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, can you go straight to the next dungeon without fighting the boss and do the crystal?
Depends.
Is there going to
Oh,
be much point going to the next dungeon because we'll get bodied even more there?
Yeah, I think you probably. I think it, because like they get harder. Ow. Oh, the key respawned.
Like, if we're getting bodied here, skipping the dungeon for an even stronger dungeon is probably not the best idea.
Key respawned.
Just thinking, like, if we're going to have to like beat this dungeon anyway, is it worth like coming back?
To be honest, I think we should at least beat this one because if we can't beat this one, we're not going to be able to do any of the others.
True.
Matt. Check
What?
the key. Like pause.
Yeah. I zoned out a little bit.
So we survived to get this temple.
Yeah.
Can you kill the bubbles?
Yeah, you can. They just take ages to die.
I've been
Done.
taking a jet over like 100 steps.
I don't want to kill it.
Ow. Dude.
Nice one.
It's our last life.
Fif-
So
50 experience for all of that.
Yeah, not really
when
worth
you're
it.
like, when you're like at level like 1 and 2, it's like pretty worth it. because there's like, killing one of them could be like an entire level up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die to a slime.
Oh.
Oh, that's a trap. That's a trap.
Hmm.
Ah,
Oh, what the P flag?
yeah. I tried to pick that up. Oh,
Oh wait,
Oh, I think they're dead.
Eddie's
because
not going to
we killed
respawn.
Search shields.
them. We killed them
nice.
and we
Yeah.
came over.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got the candle.
Right. There's not like a quick way out of the dungeon, is there? I have to walk.
oh no, no!
God.
It's fine. You've still got the shield.
Yeah, but
Right. Oh, yeah, at least we have the candle, I guess.
Yeah. Let's go up there. Walking was probably the best way to go anyway.
Ugh.
Now, if I remember correctly,
Ugh.
I'm trying to think if Death Mountain's the next place to go or whether we can go somewhere else first. Actually, we can check out the thing up here, can't we?
Yeah.
with the
Have
candle.
fun, Sam. And then it's cash shield.
Peace.
Okay, don't then.
I thought it was equipped.
Oh.
Might be something. Oh, I think there is like an item down here we need to get, so. I think I'm pretty sure.
I really hope we have a key after that. Oh, we
There
do.
we go.
Right, just the boss then. Oh, and we gotta get through 2 iron knuckles to get to him, don't we?
It'll be fine.
Did need this.
Screw this game.
What was that we got?
It's like something that we need to give to someone in a town. I think
Oh,
the
okay.
next town. I can't remember who, so just talk to everyone in the next town. I guess.
Sure. Is it to the left?
Yeah. Because I can't remember where to go from here, like whether we can go like down, because there's a cave below the starting the starting place, or whether we go through here. Because like down from here is Death Mountain. But I can't remember whether Death Mountain is like the second thing, or whether it's like you can go, or whether you go elsewhere first. And yeah, I think this is the health the health first.
Oh, come on, what?
The classic.
Why is he outranging me now? Oh no. Ah. This iron knuckle is gonna kill me. Oh, and there was a fairy up this way, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Is like completely covering up their hut.
Yeah.
Like go into every house and like talk to everyone, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember who you were supposed to give that thing to.
That guy ran off.
I think it's someone in a house.
Seriously, what were they thinking when they made these guys?
The classic.
At least now we can try it, just go straight to the.
Yeah.
So we've got.
Oh, this feels weird being able to see where to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Knuckles in Zelda 2.
Alright. Let's do this.
We still got to get through 2 iron knuckles, Sam. 2.
It'll be fine.
Remember to grab that fairy before you go down the elevator. Just 'cause it's going to be a big help.
Go now where we need the candle. So I talked to everyone and
Yeah, this is Death Mountain, I think. It's like it's maze-like, and I can't remember which is the correct way to go. Maybe it's someone like in another town that we have to give the statue
Yeah,
to, unless
maybe.
you've already done that. I know you have to I know that's like someone in some town needs it. I just can't remember who.
yeah.
Ow.
Can deal with the downflows. Fine.
It's just the iron
Just the-
knuckles.
I don't know why they put iron as in the best dungeon. Then again, it's not like other enemies are much easier, is it? And then you got these boomerang wielding Fox McClouds.
Yeah.
Uh,
Those are awkward.
They're really awkward to deal with.
But it's just, they just seem to stab, like, how are you supposed to see where they're coming from?
I mean, like, they do telegraph their attack. You can't react to it.
It's that one, but we might want to. Oh, we can't go this way yet. We need the high jump. You know what? If I game over us, so we don't have to like walk back.
Yeah.
There's like a tunnel to the south of the starting place.
Sure.
Fairy respawned.
Probably not.
I don't think it respawns between just between moving screens. Can't remember if it respawns between death.
We got some more magic. We should be probably not alright, to be honest.
Acrobatics.
See if you can lure him under that corridor, Sam, because they seem to be easier to deal with when you jump lower.
I just realised we might have missed something in the second town because I think you get like a spell from each town, and I think high jump is the spell you get from that town.
Right, if we can get to the boss, we have 2 lives to attempt it, Sam.
Yeah.
It's way better.
Like
It's
every
like magic
single
spell. Yeah, I guess we just need to like really talk to sort of make sure we like really talk to everyone in that second town.
Yeah. I will go back.
Oh wow. You're like on the edge of death there.
It,
It's fine, we got 2 more lives. I nearly just went off the screen. Oh,
you're doing great.
I don't feel like I'm doing great.
We haven't died yet. 3, 2.
Probably go and heal.
Oh, he's dead. Okay, he wasn't as bad as the Iron Knuckles. The Iron Knuckles just suck.
Yeah, I mean with the boss, it's more just a case of like if it hits you, like you take loads of damage.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what shield is for. Attack will go up.
Have you tried talking to the person that came out of this house? There we go. There's a trophy.
I believe you have to go back to Ruto now. You go
Right,
down.
Okay. Hold on, I can just go this way.
I just realised, like, when I got the spell, we didn't switch earlier,
Well,
but
Oh yes, wait, we beat the dungeon. Sam, you're in control.
Oh,
yeah. Do we want to switch, or should we not bother with switching with spells?
I guess we can switch. The spells are like major items in this, aren't they?
Yeah. It's just what we got last time.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm gonna
think
go back to
we
that house.
switched with a candle either when we got that, but it's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the healing house that you skipped past.
Oh yeah.
And there's another. There's a house somewhere where Link can like look under a table, and he'll like actually talk. He'll like say like I found something, whatever it is that he finds there.
Oh, that breeze is so good.
Just go out this way. Alright, so yeah, we gotta do Death Mountain. A grueling, long maze.
Sounds fun.
And use the shield spell. And grab that. For Mr. Boomerang McFox face. It just kind of does look like a weird, like off-brand Fox McCloud,
Yeah, he does.
doesn't it?
right. This house has like a chimney on the inside, but not on the out.
I'm sure it's fine. Where do we get this spell from in this town?
But it's not from her.
It's the next room we got. You just jump in, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was this room.
The
Yeah.
more she tells us she knows nothing, the more I'm convinced she knows exactly what's going on.
Oh wait, it's not Death Mountain yet. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought, for some reason, I did think it was that was Death Mountain. I was probably misremembering.
Do we not need that spell in that town? Because
I don't know.
they
I looked to
didn't they
find it.
didn't they need it like
Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Patch of grass is something. Yes. It is.
is there a spell in Ruto that you need to get?
I think there's a spell in every town. But there is a spell in Ruto that you need.
Right.
You mentioned about something underneath a table.
That's me, but I can't remember. Or was it an NPC?
I've spoken to everyone, and there is one house that I can't go inside.
Ouch.
Yeah, where do we get the spell in Ruto?
So we got like nonsense. It's nearby. Question mark. Maybe it's not. We'll press on to the next town. We just gotta do this bridge. Oh, this looks familiar.
Do you guys know where the Ruto spell is? Because we can't find it.
You need to get an item from outside the town.
Oh,
Oh, right.
where do you get that?
It's nearby the town.
Oh, is it in the cave south?
No, but going to the cave south isn't a bad idea.
You say no, or
Oh, if you mean the cave south of Ruto, you need the spell from Ruto to go through there.
There is another cave, like, not too far from
It's
here,
the
like,
town,
up
it's
on
the
that.
town where like people
Up there,
will
look.
like turn into things and start hurting you. This person lost their mirror. That's the under the table thing.
No. No. Why is there love?
And look, Link spoke, or at least thought. I found a mirror under the table.
I can't do that.
Well, that lava's great, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
What? Because it's
I
distinct
think we've lost our last viewer. It's just 3 in there, 3 viewing.
Uh,
It's just us.
But it is 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't blame.
I
Yeah.
can. They're weak.
I mean, considering our like entire viewership is probably like UK-based people. Also, we're in the third town
How?
because I know what I'm doing, sort of. Yeah, the life spell.
Oh, nice.
But it's like really expensive compared to
Yeah.
like
It's like twice as expensive as the others.
yeah. I was gonna set it to shield just in case I accidentally hit it. Or in case I accidentally hit select. Because life is kind of you only use it like in dire circumstances.
Yeah.
Trying to find the healing place in this town. Like, not this one because they come out. They'll come out if you like stand near them. Maybe it's in the next half of the town.
I'm getting this one.
Yeah, it's that one.
magic
Let's try this. No,
You can-
why? Why can you go into the ground?
You can jump attack that keys from like the upper ledge.
Here's the healing person.
Because it'll like swoop down with the timing. Is that an Octorok?
No, why? Why do you have knockback? No. So if it wasn't hard.
Oh, and now we need to go and talk to Bug. I think. To
You
like,
mean?
get
you
the
mean-
person to like lower the bridge for us.
Ah!
I think.
You mean Bagu?
I called in Bug to like keep it like because it's like a translation error.
Yeah, I know.
Like, not because I'm a weeb, but because it's like a translation error, not like, oh, I didn't like the localization. Plus, it's funnier.
I
Call him
do.
Bug.
I do like the implication that like error is actually the one that's correct.
It's not even an implication.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just the
I know.
truth.
I do like that. I find it funny.
Yeah.
We'll get past this up to
Oh, I don't
Robertson.
have to go through this. Actually, wait. We got a spell.
Oh yeah, we do.
Your turn.
Yeah.
I think his house is to the north of like this bridge, so I can't remember exactly where.
Does shield spell affect knockback at all?
I have no idea. So I think it's somewhere to the. I think it's. I'm trying to remember whether it's like a house tile or whether it's like just one of the random like grass.
What is
tiles.
that?
Oh, is that a Goria?
Or is it the things that look like fox?
Oh, I don't like him.
Oh, there's a angel statue there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this though.
You'll see more of these things on the way out of Ruto. Well, on the bit below Ruto.
Can I just say I hate this game?
I'm
I
genuinely
don't-
trying to remember where his house is.
I don't enjoy this.
Oh, the Octoroks are still dead.
I guess we're just to explore around and see if we can find his house. I have a feeling it's just like a random, like, I say random, it's like a tile that
Right.
looks like a normal grass one.
That's an item. I guess I
Right,
could
there
get
was a woman in Ruto who said the Goria stole their treasure.
right, so she's
So
probably
that's-
got the spell then. And I guess it's control back to you after that.
To heal up while you're there as well.
Till I
Yeah.
try and get through this area.
Yeah, I want to see what's it.
It's gonna shield it.
Right, where's the magic lady? There.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure the woman needs to be the same sprite as that.
Is it this one?
No, the
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, it
not.
is.
you saved the what?
I assume it would be like the whatever they stole. It's another longhouse.
We can like use that. You can like once we get the hammer. I can't remember where it is in the game, but once the hammer is acquired, like it can be used to like break through that if you like game over.
Alright, there you go, Sam. You're back in control.
Yeah, I have a feeling his house just has like a random like tile on here, like one of the random grass tiles. I
Oh,
can't remember
random tiles. What great design.
So,
Speaking of the great design, I like how they gave you the high jump spell, and now you can use that to access areas that you couldn't before, instead of blocking off that area and doing light wall.
yeah.
I sense a bit of salt there, Sam. Is there a certain game that you're
Possibly.
Can't remember where his house is. Maybe it's not on the side of the river.
So it's a shame I
really
don't think Joe's in chat to like get the oh not that guy again.
It's fine, I'll just.
How are you supposed to like react to them like flying out of him that fast though? Also,
Oh, there it is.
what happened to the Gorias? Because they like never come back after the NES games.
They were in A Link to the Past, but they're the ones that copy your moves.
Oh, huh.
So, like, I think they're still technically the same thing, but they just act differently. Oh,
We are very dead. Hopefully the Goria we killed will stay
Zelda.
dead.
They're in Zelda 1 apparently.
Yeah, I knew they were in Zelda 1. Because they were
I
like,
didn't realise that.
they're like the dungeon version of the Moblins.
Apparently they're in Link's Awakening or for the Seasons and Link Between Worlds as well.
Oh.
yeah, in Link's Awakening, it's the thing that gives you the boom. Makes sense, okay.
Apparently they're in Link Between Worlds. What?
Yeah, they're, like I say, they're the things that copy your movements.
Oh,
We're dead.
They
I
look
got
so
killed by
different.
fast keys. I question the sanity of anyone who finds this fun.
but I kind of find it fun.
I
Like in
question
a
your
kind
sanity.
of like over. I mean that's fair, but not for Zelda 2 reasons.
Ooh.
It was.
Did we ever go and hit?
No, we
It
did.
was 3. It's 3 o'clock. We're switching to the next game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I get for not looking what I'm doing.
I'm kind
Um,
of glad we got extra like hour on this because I'm
No,
actually
I'm
quite
not.
enjoying this.
I'm not.
Like, I think that's basically a guy you have to talk to like, yeah, if you're coming the other way
What is this?
to like reopen the bridge.
I don't know what that is. Just a refill.
I think
by the looks of
it increased our magic
Oh.
to
Oh, no, I think we had 5 before.
What town is this? Oh, it just says Watertown. Oh, Watertown was. I'm trying to remember because we didn't. Oh no, we did get the spell from here, didn't we? Never mind.
Yeah, like
Oh, here's Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember which way to go. To be honest.
I guess we'll be here 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just had a really horrifying thought, Sam.
But
Every time we die, like game over on the next dungeon, we're gonna have to go through this tunnel every single time.
yay. Can we? Oh no, we can't.
Yeah, like until you get the hammer, you have to like go through all the stuff every time.
Oh,
I can't remember. I don't know how far in the game the hammer is.
oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to. This game is like just evil.
Please.
Not gonna lie, I kind
just
of want
kill
to
it.
like make a save state of this once we're done. And like make a
I've
proper
got,
save
like-
as well.
No life left. If I leave this tunnel, the Gorilla stay dead.
I think as long as we don't die, maybe.
Game over the turn again. Enjoy. We get to go through.
Yeah.
all the- Yeah. I think I'm trying to remember the way through Death Mountain. It might be that we have to go to the right first.
Obviously, the return of Ganon, game over, ending for this game is what leads into Breath of the Wild. That's my top theory. That has like no basis whatsoever.
What game comes after this in the timeline?
It does none.
Oh right.
This is like the end of its branch.
And
It's
Unless you
very down
unless you
low.
count Breath of the Wild like at the end of every timeline.
is that like?
I think that's officially where Breath of the Wild is. It's like at the end of all of them.
I think it was more
They,
so
like,
that they can say
merge.
like. I think it's more that they say like the rest of Hyrule's just like vague legends by the time of Breath of the Wild's time. It's that far in the future. Kind of like a soft reboot of the timeline without getting rid of everything.
I know
Which is probably-
there's like, I forget it's called. There's a name for it when you like remerge timelines. That has an actual name.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls did it. They called it like a dragon break or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're like all the end.
Yeah,
Multiple endings happened all at once.
yeah.
You first.
People think that's going to happen with the next game as well, like with the Civil War.
Mm.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna use the
There's
lights.
use life.
But with Zelda, I kind of just like the interpretation that because Breath of the Wild is just that far in the future, it's all like vague legends, like it like did and didn't happen and doesn't have to be like retconned or anything, and it's like just a fresh. We can just freshly move forward.
Oh, we had just enough magic to
Yeah.
do jump there. Wow.
I
I
think the
tell
main thing that I find kind of interesting about Breath of the Wild is just the fact that there are like Zoras and okay.
Mm.
I know there's a theory that like, because obviously you have like sea Zoras and river Zoras, and that the river Zoras kind of stayed as they were, and it's the sea ones that turned everything. Because obviously the river ones wouldn't go down in the ocean and see Hyrule, but the sea ones would. And that was how some fans like tried to explain.
I mean, the main downside to that is the Breath of the Wild Zoras are the Sea Zora design.
yeah, because the river Zoras are quite different.
Yeah.
But I thought it was an interesting theory.
We need to refill our magic on the way through here.
Such
At
a
this
good
point, they're doing a remake of the. Not a remake, to Breath of the Wild, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, they're remaking it.
Yeah. Here we go.
like a PlayStation 5.
On Unreal Engine 5, it's gonna like have like the like Link model from Brawl running around the stock field, like a stock asset field.
Probably
Oh,
will
it's this
finally
one.
get to play Breath of the Wild in HD.
I am honestly like really hyped for Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Still need to actually finish the.
Even I've
I
finished
didn't
it
get
now.
very far with it.
I'm gonna replay it at some point once I finish Xenoblade, I think.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
was
try
plan-
going right.
I was
Seems
planning on
to be that
replaying
might
it
be
like
the
now,
correct way.
but Xenoblade came out sooner than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I kind of want to replay it, but like I've got too much on my plate in terms of games at the moment.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm still
kinda-
putting my way through.
I kind of
I'm
hope
still
we
putting
get
my way through Dragon Quest.
I hope we get proper dungeons back.
Yeah, dungeons would be nice.
No.
There's also one saying that it'd be cool if there'd be like old landmarks from Breath of the Wild would like open up and become dungeons in Breath of the Wild too.
Mm.
So there's like one island that has like nothing on it, and it's like they reckon it's a reference to the first dungeon in Zelda 1.
Oh, I know that island. Yeah,
Yeah, whereas like the tree and the
the
lights
one,
around it.
the one near Rock Forest.
Should I use
Yeah.
life in case?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry, Ben.
That's all right. I wanted to go through that cave again anyway. It's fine.
Ow. Damn. I didn't want to get hit, but I got hit anyway.
I reckon a lot of Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be like underground. Because there's like more of a focus on caves and stuff in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, stupid keys.
Ow!
Away from that.
Ow!
Oh god.
Oh, right. I'm gonna see if I can just get past the Goria.
Have there been any Zelda games with the Kokiri?
Not since
No, like-
Ocarina.
I know, like, there was one in Wind Waker, but apart from that,
I think that's pretty
Yeah,
much
it
it.
Mm.
Like it was Ocarina
Rest-
and then the one in Wind Waker and then
Yeah, I don't know that. Come back.
I don't think we're getting through this tunnel and to the next town after this, Sam.
Oh god.
It takes us like 3 lives to get through the tunnel.
I drove the good Rhine.
Yeah.
Is it the tunnel just south of Ruto?
Yeah.
Do you wanna
Once
swap
you...
again?
Oh yeah, because we died.
Yeah,
Forgot
I
about that. In the tunnel just south of Ruto, once you get through that tunnel, there is like a grass tile just to the right, and that has a fairy in it.
I mean,
I did find a grass thing that I could in, but it was full of enemies, so I
Yeah, the grass tile that's like directly. Oh, I forgot he throws.
I mean, by the time we get through the tunnel, we've like used up all of our lives anyway. So
Yeah, but like there's a fairy, so you can at least get like a health refill. Because then once you're past that tunnel, there's like only like a short bridge. And then, there's like a sort of a little bridge section. Then you're at the next town. where you can
yeah, I
go.
saw the bridge section, but it was full of skeleton fish, so I left again quickly.
Wait till the next town.
I don't think we're getting experience with these. If you can kill the
Didn't find
spider
much.
because he's not like infinitely respawning, we might.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
two
I've got
whole
two experience.
two,
from
whole,
that.
2 whole experience points. Our best bet for leveling up might be going into the dungeon and just killing bubbles. because we get they take a lot of hits to kill, but we've upped our strength since then, and they get like 50 per kill.
I told you they're good for early level P grinding.
I don't like grinding in my Zelda games. If I want to grind, I'd play Xenoblade.
You just have to accept that Zelda 2 has RPG elements.
I always find with like, I don't mind RPG elements when it's like a full RPG, but I always find when they get like inserted into other genres, they just come across really tedious.
I'm not sure if you're gonna have enough magic to do jump.
Oh, point.
No.
Awesome.
P.
Yeah, magic P.
Where did the
Matt.
Ah.
That grass tile to the right of the thing is a fairy, remember?
That should be the dungeon. Can we not go into it?
I think when
Have you tried like walking into it, Sam? Does it still work as a walk? Where are you going?
did I get?
So did it like did it just not warp you into it anymore, or did you just not try? Oh,
It's just a walk
we'll just go forward to the town.
thing with it.
oh dear. Okay, we're screwed. I don't think.
The dungeon, like, don't let you go in. Like, I forgot / didn't realise. Like, once you've, like, cleared them out.
Assuming these bubbles hurt.
Probably. Everything in this game
yeah.
hurts, Sam.
Yeah, it hurts and does knock back. Oh, they go into the area that I went to straight away.
Possibly.
It's
Well, I went
It's-
to straight away, died on my way there, and then told Matt, like, how to continue. Yeah, you are.
Oh, 20.
Oh wait, no, I don't need to restore magic, I just need to restore
Yeah.
life.
It's Zelda 2, just like assume everything wants to kill you. Oh, it's
Found
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge. Good thing about cutting grass.
Sam, when you're in that area, like, you go to the right and you'll find something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's might help. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how much an extra
Possibly.
hit's gonna help.
Well, I did just kill that thing straight away.
That was a weaker one though than the ones we were fighting. It was a different color.
Well, I was feeling good about myself, but
Sorry, Sam.
no.
Oh.
Well, that's a quick way to leave that area. Oh,
Not really.
I mean, if you think about it, we could just death warp.
Hmm.
There you go, Sam. It's back to you. Do I feel awake? I'm kind of running on like adrenaline at this point and coffee.
I mean, I feel, like, perfectly awake, to be honest.
I've got a breeze from my window blowing on me. If I didn't have that, I'd probably be falling asleep a bit more.
I mean, what else me that, yeah, like, I would stay up this late or later. Well, later.
Yeah.
Well, late, later.
I'm like starting to feel it a bit.
While you're playing this, Sam, I'm gonna go grab a glass of water.
Okay. I always forget about the shields.
It's quite useful.
Hooray.
Doria, just like the origin of Doria.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you feeling, Renly? Are you feeling awake?
I've don't.
Are you feeling okay?
Oh, what?
I don't like Dorias. Said it there.
Well, I think if it weren't for the like,
I killed it. Sorry, go on.
I think if you didn't have to like level, if you didn't have to like go all the way back to the start when you die, it wouldn't be so much of a problem. Like when you game over, even.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. No.
Oh, there was one boomerang left on screen. I think that must have counted as the Goria.
Oh, they do that. You like turn around to block these, and they just throws one into your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea if we'll get through Death Mountain.
I don't know if we'll get through this cave.
If you're tired, why are you awake, Rin? You should sleep. We appreciate you being here, but don't like make yourself ill.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? Run! I'm running!
Yeah.
I'm running! Oh god!
I need to charge my Pro Controller.
I mean, yeah, but we have a reason to be awake. You can go to sleep if you want, Rin.
Use the life spell.
Oh god, these.
Oh, I see the grass tile you mean, Ben.
I hate
Yeah,
these
isn't
guys
it?
so much.
Oh, nice. It doesn't want to help us.
There we go. It's probably like you guys are just gonna die on the next screen anyway. What's the point in collecting me?
Yeah, I usually like jump onto one of the wooden posts and jump from there to get the fairy.
What are these hopping things? I can't tell what they're supposed. They like bird things? Like kiwi?
No idea.
Don't.
Kill that first.
Yeah,
Rin's
man.
gonna say good night. Night, Rin. Have a good sleep.
Right then.
Good night, Ren.
This looks awful. It's also just bringing back memories of trying to get through this. Oh, is that another game over? Yep.
Right, one of the forest tiles that you can walk into.
I'm just gonna try and get over this bridge. It's not gonna happen.
Use the ship.
I can't. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I made it.
No.
Right, stay on the path. Stay on the path. Stay on the path. Oh. We will enjoy the remaining 2.5 hours. Eyes of Ganon are everywhere. Why does Ganon have so many eyes?
It means that
What the
some of
hell?
people you talk to will like turn into like enemies.
Oh, that's just what.
I like how it.
Oh, why am I taking damage to these things? These are easy.
Oh, is that the table where you have to look and.
Maybe I just want to find the health person first before we do anything. There's Magic Lady. As long as one of these doesn't turn traitor on us.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to use the life spell and then.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right, are you the? Please tell me you're the healing lady. Meh.
The one in the red.
I say it's always the same like color in each town.
She invites you into her house and stores you.
I'm
I'm not saying it's a bit dodgy.
My skills have slipped.
Talk to her. She might have.
I lost my mirror. Hello, young fellow. Oh, she's a nasty. Oh, that's the. Ah, why?
I like how everyone else is just like ignoring this. That
We might be able to grind
It's like-
these.
it's like thanks for the advice. But
And you might be able to grind them, but they give you like 3 XP.
Have fun, Sam.
Yeah.
At least you're in a town, safe. So what do we need in this town, then?
You'll get the life spell, is the spell you get in this town. But you
Yes.
just go talk to our old friend Bug/Buggy. You have to find his house.
found the mirror under.
We can give that to that lady, Sam.
Oh yeah. The mirror under the table's the spell that you need to find Bagu to get through town.
Oh. Oh, you found mirror. Follow. Okay. Long house.
How can these wizards can afford such fancy long houses while everyone else has tiny ones?
Where did she go? The lady said follow me and then did. What's this magic term?
The lady was the wizard the whole time. But yeah, I reckon the wizards are like the real villains of Hyrule. They're like manipulating the economy with their magic.
Aren't they supposed to be like the Seven Sages?
I don't know, because I don't know if they were like a thing in canon at this point.
I don't think they were.
Because pretty much most of like the Zelda canon was from like A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, I think they retconned, like, so they essentially wrote it so that like the towns are supposed to be named after the sages from Ocarina. But obviously, in our universe, the sages were named after the towns.
I want to see how much magic this uses.
Why is there
Oh,
not a town
that's a
called? Why is there not a town called Impa then? And why does Impa not get a town? Stab him.
Hello. Oh, we're sleeping now. Oh wait,
I
hurting.
think Impa was already a character by this point anyway. I hope she
Yeah.
might have existed for Zelda 2.
She's like, yeah, she's like the manual character. She's in 1 and 2.
Yeah. Oh, she in Zelda 1.
Only town.
Yeah. She's the one
she's
who
in-
like sends Link on his journey.
Yeah. Like, I knew she did that for Zelda 2, but I forgot that she was in the manual for Zelda 1.
I'm gonna go grab my dressing gown. I'm getting cold.
The guy
I feel
said
like-
that.
I feel like this is where our journey will essentially, like,
Yeah. I feel like we're not going to get past this.
I think I might have gotten past Death Mountain like once in my life, but that was probably with save states.
Yeah.
I definitely
like
did not
seriously
need all
good.
these snacks.
Or at least like save stating like at the beginning of Death Mountain.
Where are we going, Sam?
I'm going to the swamp because a guy said that there was a magic glove there.
Oh, okay.
And I want a magic. It's better than those regular non-magic gloves.
I don't know if this is the right way or not.
Oh, it's probably in that cave.
I think Ben said we need to find Bagu in the town.
That's to go like forwards, like after the town.
Where is Bagu?
You know what I was saying earlier about a random grass town that looks no different to the other ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where Bagu is?
Yep.
Great. Maybe let's follow this path along, Sam. Just see where this path goes you're on.
Okay.
Oh,
There's a cave over here.
thanks so much.
It's there. Where are you moving?
Oh, this one. It's not very good as well.
All the way back.
Oh, the mountains, that's good really blocking Zelda too.
Yeah. Oh.
Ugh.
Thought maybe I could go there.
Apparently not. Why would you think you could go there, Sam? What would give you that idea? It's not like it looks like it's a path.
Should I go in
Yeah, to see what's in
here?
there.
Oh, no. It's nasty, so.
I suppose there's no harm seeing what did it. What is that?
Bird. Oh.
Oh.
Or at least.
Oh look, it's our favourite dude.
No.
He is one of the weaker ones though, so we might be able to deal with him.
Enough to use shield. I do not. Good.
Oh,
Oof.
I trusted you, Ben. You said that I could beat him, but I could
I
not.
said I didn't say that. I said he was one of the weaker ones. Oh. Oh no.
I don't know if you want to.
I don't
You
have
gave me
it. I don't
So I
have
was saying you have to jump as well, don't you?
Yeah, you don't have to do both.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh.
You say you guys are stuck.
Yeah.
Sounds like all of us are like losing the will to live. So do you want to like move on to Mario Maker sooner?
Yeah, that
Can do.
might be a good idea, actually.
I could kind of do with a wee, maybe another coffee. Actually, no, I might hold off on the coffee till after Mario Maker, just before we jump onto Kirby.
Oops.
I don't like how these Octorok just have like the mouths
you know
full of
what?
teeth.
You know what? Just see ya. Let's go talk to Zelda.
she's asleep.
No, we're gonna go speak to her. We're gonna go speak to her in her sleep.
That's not creepy at all.
I've got something very important I need to say to her.
So if you can stay asleep.
Now, I mean, we'd get there quicker if I died, but it's less dramatic. It's got less weight behind it. Hey Zelda, screw you.
Might be switch over to Mario Maker and to like you for a couple of minutes so I can go upstairs and get my game card because I forgot to bring my games down with me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm done with Zelda 2.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Mario.
Yeah.
Right, Right, I'm gonna go
Got
for a
one
quick
life
pee.
left, so I guess if we like die and then I can save the game.
Yeah.
Well, if that's well, when we die.
How
yeah,
do we?
it's the next game over we inevitably get.
Yeah. I kind of want to keep this save because
Mm.
I do have some sort of like morbid like fascination with Zelda 2.
Right,
Like-
I'll be back
It
in like
just-
5-10 minutes.
It does
Mm.
kind of have the same weird charm to me that Metroid 1 has.
It's
And that, like, it makes me want to be able to beat it, but
it's
I
just
don't
so-
find it as fun to play as Metroid 1.
It's just so much more difficult than Metroid 1 as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd enjoy it a lot more if it had more modern gameplay mechanics. Like
Yeah.
not starting you from like, the very start whenever you die.
Yeah, I think even just like not keeping you back to the start for a game over would improve it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
feel
not
like how a lot
difficult.
of like classic games that could, like a remake would do wonders for. I think this is one of them. If they like
Insane.
probably like completely remade it.
So,
Basically just
like,
do what they did with Samus Returns.
yeah. But I mean, like the whole like starting over from scratch whenever you die, like, that's not difficult. That's just tedious,
Yeah.
and like you end up dying at like the same part over and over.
Nita is definitely a product of like young Timmy has only got one game a month, so we need to make this game last him the entire month. So we'll make it really hard.
That and also like there's like next to no storage on these old discs and cartridges.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have tried the 1v1. It's game over. So you want to save and
Yeah. Does it say shall I wrestle control that?
yeah.
Next slide. So it's now like my second most played disc. Like it's overtaking Kirby.
Uh, is it Mario Maker and then Kirby we're doing?
I think so.
Fun to wind down.
Mm.
Otherwise, I can see I'm just getting frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go get Mario Maker and get a drink. Be back in a few minutes.
Right,
It's just over 2 more hours.
I'm back.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Just getting the stream updated. Did I turn my tap off? If it's not one thing, it's another. I swear to God. Alright, sorry, my OCD was just massively overdriving again. I think it doesn't help that it's late.